This new ChatGPT 4.0 image generation model has just triggered a gold rush that most people are too busy making anime pics with it to notice. Over the past 2 years, I've generated over $5 million with my AI businesses using one dirty little secret. Always ride the latest trend. I started my journey making videos on ChatGPT right when it launched, which grew my channel rapidly. Then I built an AI agency creating custom versions of ChatGPT for businesses. Then we pivoted to OpenAI's GPTs when they came out. And then again, we pivoted to AI voice agents. And then ultimately, I built my own AI agent SaaS. So it's safe to say that I've gotten pretty good at spotting and profiting from each of these AI trends as they emerge. And based on my experience, I can tell you with absolute certainty that this new ChatGPT 4.0 image generation model has just triggered a gold rush that most people are too busy making anime pics with it to notice. This new model isn't just a better version of what we had before. This is what tech insiders call a step change, a fundamental leap forward that creates entirely new possibilities overnight. Just look at these images. You've got perfect text rendering, accurate reflections, photorealistic details, and the ability to follow complex instructions. So this new model isn't just 10% better, it's 10 times better. And step changes like this are rare, but they are where the fortunes are made. And making money after these step changes is like shooting fish in a barrel, but only if you know where to look. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing 13 AI business ideas that you can start immediately in order to capitalize on this image generation breakthrough while everyone is still asleep. These are literally the exact businesses that I'd be setting up right now if I had to scrap everything and start from zero again today. So firstly, I'm going to be breaking down why this new model isn't just another incremental update, but a genuine tipping point that is going to create entirely new industries and business opportunities. Then we'll dive into the easiest and most beginner-friendly businesses that you can start in order to make your first $10,000 online through services that businesses are already paying for. You're just going to do it with AI. Then we'll cover some of the low-hanging fruit in the e-learning and info product space that are just waiting to be taken up by someone. And finally, I'll reveal the bigger opportunities to build multi-million-dollar businesses in the AI space by creating scalable products and AI automations using this new image model. And these are based around the exact business model that's been responsible for most of my own success. Let's get into it. On the 25th of March, OpenAI released their new image generation model for ChatGPT 4.0, and this is replacing their old model, DALL-E 3. And they didn't just catch up to the king of image generation mid-journey, they leapfrogged them entirely. So this new model isn't just better, it's a complete game changer in 4 critical ways. Firstly, we have perfect text rendering. Menus, signs, documents, all readable and professionally formatted. This alone opens dozens of business opportunities that just weren't possible before. Secondly, we have real-world physics. You've got reflections and shadows and lighting that actually makes sense, and creating photorealistic images that previously required professional photographers to do. We now have precise instruction following, specific layouts and exact positioning, custom color schemes and everything. It delivers with remarkable consistency. And finally, we have universal accessibility. It's built right into ChatGPT. There's no new accounts, no Discord servers, no waitlists. This leap in AI image generation isn't just another new model. It's the democratization of creativity. You no longer need years of Photoshop experience or a design degree or an arts degree. Just with some clear instructions and basic prompting skills, you can now have the capabilities of an expert digital artist, an interior designer, or a graphic designer all at your fingertips. What a time to be alive, right? And what we are seeing here is a classic tipping point, when an emerging technology crosses from toy into an industry transforming tool. History shows us this pattern repeatedly. Early digital cameras were grainy, they had tiny storage and poor battery life. So they're kind of fun but impractical. By 2000, 3 megapixel cameras with bigger storage and better battery life hit the market, leading to professional photographers to switch from film over to digital. And within a few years, the entire photography industry had transformed. Then we have smartphones, which started as fancy PDAs, but in 2007, the iPhone combined touchscreen, GPS, and the internet, sparking the creation of entirely new industries like ride sharing, mobile commerce, and the app development revolution as well. Similarly, ChatGPT wasn't just another chatbot. It was the first AI to combine advanced intelligence with an easy-to-use interface, and crossing this tipping point into mass adoption and ultimately reshaping industries. When technologies cross this threshold of practicality, they create what I call fertile plains. Virgin lands opened up by new capabilities that are ready for quick entrepreneurs to claim the land and build on top of it. Think of it like buying land in Manhattan 200 years ago. The first movers onto these fertile plains become the experts in those fields who build the next Apples, Amazons, and Googles. And since this model dropped, there's a ton of new land up for grabs. Here's the main opportunity for people like you and I. Businesses desperately need visual assets, more than ever these days. But most owners don't have the time to learn this new technology. The easy money in these step changes comes from helping businesses to understand this technology and get some of the benefits of the technology. They need someone who can either teach them how to use it or build systems that give them an edge in the competition and sell those systems to them as a service or a product. That is our opportunity. And for the rest of this video, I will be revealing the top 13 ways that I see right now for you to take advantage of this opportunity starting today. Since there are so many new opportunities available, I've broken things down into a few different categories so that no matter where you are in your life or your journey, you can still take action immediately after this video. So some of you are going to be students who want to drop out and build AI businesses like me. Some of you may be employees wanting to learn new AI skills and start a side hustle. And some of you are going to be experienced entrepreneurs who are looking for something new and sort of a bigger opportunity that you can go all in on and build a real AI business that you're proud of. So I've got something for everyone. Here are the 3 main ways to profit from this opportunity. The first quick and dirty service-based business is rapid logo and web design. I know there's an opportunity here because I've experienced the need myself. I obviously have a bunch of businesses, and right now we're going through a number of different rebrandings, and we're running into issues with agencies who are taking too long to deliver. They're not giving me enough ideas back. And from this, it's very, very clear that if someone came to me with some kind of service using these tools and said, hey, instead of us talking about your logo or talking about your website and us taking a week or 2 to come back and having these really, really long revision cycles, if they just came to me and say, hey, I can give you 100 logo concepts. And basically that's just a set of prompts that you can set up. You can do it manually in ChatGPT first, but you'd likely want to set up a bit of a no-code automation where you could take in the client's information and it's just going to keep spitting out 100 different logo concepts or website concepts. And from there, your job as the service provider would be to pick through all of those AI generated ones, get rid of the rubbish, and then come back to me as the client and say, here's 20 logo concepts, let me know what you think. And it's just being able to help with that first part that's really most difficult of conceptualization and saying, hey, we could take it this way, or we could take it this way, or what do you think of this and this and this? So for both logo and web design, sure, you might not be able to create the final result, but there's still a huge amount of value in being able to show tons and tons of different examples to clients within the space of 24 hours rather than weeks. So you have a massive speed advantage here, and you can also charge a lot less. And the best thing is, once the client likes a few of them, you call up or email or connect them with an actual designer and say, here, this is the person I recommend. He or she's going to be able to do a great job on actually fleshing this out. So you just do the start and you pass it to someone, and you can actually get a referral kickback. So they'll actually give you some of the whole contract for sending that client their way. And this stuff pays well too. According to Crispin Creative Design, logo designs cost from $300 to $500 for a simple logo, or $700 to $1,000 for a logo with an icon. So if you just charge a few $100s and give them tons of ideas, massive amount of value already. And according to Forbes, small business website designs range from $2,000 to $9,000. And so even though you won't be doing the whole website design, you can just do a little bit of it. And if you want to make even more money, you can learn to use things like Lovable and Bolt to build website prototypes for them as well. The second service-based business idea is in a similar vein, but this time it's for interior design visualization. And again, I know there's an opportunity here because from personal experience, I've just moved into a new apartment and this thing came unfurnished. And for me, as someone who's not really an interior design specialist, it's kind of overwhelming. And I was thinking I was going to have to go to an interior design person, pay them a few $1,000s in order to plan out everything, and then I got to buy everything, and just a long process as well. Fortunately for me, this model came out and I was like, I wonder if I can get it to do interior design for me. So I told it the dimensions of this office, and then I told it the kind of theme and color style that I want to go for. And within 60 seconds, it was spitting out these awesome interior design concepts for the space. And I can also use it for my bedroom and different parts of the house as well. So if you can figure out how to do this, and trust me, it's very easy. I just told it the dimensions of the room. I said, there's a window here. Here's a photo of it. It's this meters by this meters. And then you give it some examples of, say, Pinterest, and say, this is the kind of vibe I want to go for. You can go to someone and offer interior design services. And again, set up a system that spits out 100 different variations. You pick the best ones and you give it back to them within 24 hours. Instead of me paying thousands of dollars to someone that takes weeks and weeks. Myself and many other people would much rather have that experience than the traditional way. And there's a lot of money in this stuff. According to Angie, the average cost for an interior design is $8,500 in the US. So even if you use just $500 to give the concepts, massive amount of value added for a fraction of the price and time. Service-based business number 3 is motion graphics design. As you guys may inherently know, the difference between a good channel and a great channel is often that they use fancy motion graphics. Like there's likely been a bunch on this video already. And this stuff is expensive and it's hard and it takes quite a long time to do. But with AI, that is starting to change. And even myself and my team, we now use AI for generating images and then converting them into little animations with Runway. So having an even better image generation model like GPT-4o, you're going to be able to create infographics. And I've already seen a ton of stuff online showing people how to make incredible motion graphics for the YouTube videos without having to do it manually and go into After Effects and pay someone $50 to $100 an hour to do this. And it would take them a week. It can be a very time consuming and expensive thing that the majority of channels just say, hey, I can't do it. And they just don't bother because it's not feasible for them. And so the idea for this business is to undercut the developers on, say, Upwork, who are charging $50, $100, $150 an hour, and you compress the timelines down as well. So within 24, 48 hours, I'll deliver you 10 motion graphics per video, and it's going to cost you a fraction of what you would pay for anyone else. If you had come to me a few months ago before I had my own team to do this, I definitely would have taken you up on the offer. And there's plenty of other YouTubers as well. You can go to YouTubers and offer to train up their teams. You can offer it as a service to them directly. Tons of stuff you can do with this. One extremely obvious business opportunity right now is AI image and video generation courses for digital marketing agencies. So these agencies have the most to gain from this technology, really, because more testing of new creatives and images and videos offers a better ROI for their clients. And their clients want to hear that the agency they're working with is deep in AI. So there's a huge market of agencies who are feeling this squeeze about the stress around AI right now, and they would gobble this kind of offer up. Because for them, getting new creatives to test on social media marketing can take days or even weeks of shoots and editing and messing around and hiring models, etc. But with video and image generation courses, they can learn to do all of it in-house and generate incredible marketing material for their clients at a fraction of the cost and time. By creating a specialized course teaching these digital marketing agencies how to use models like ChatGPT 4o's image generation or OpenAI's Sora for client work, you're selling them both a skill and a competitive advantage. They can start to charge premium rates for their AI-enhanced creatives while reducing their production costs dramatically. Long story short, the more creatives that these agencies can test, the more money their clients will make. So teaching them how to generate hundreds of creatives weekly for themselves using these tools is incredibly valuable to them. In the free guide that I'm including with this video, I'll share the best way to start one of these info businesses. The second info product business idea is AI image and video generation courses for e-commerce store owners this time. This, of course, is similar to the digital marketing agency one, but this time for e-commerce store owners. And this gives them the tools and the skills and capabilities in order to self-manage their own product photos and digital marketing material. Basically, being able to bring that creative and marketing in-house instead of working with an agency can save them thousands and thousands of dollars a month. Just like the agencies, these e-commerce store owners stand to gain a lot and would eagerly purchase these kind of courses. Your course will teach them how to create their own professional product images, lifestyle shots, and ad creatives in-house. And high-quality product photography typically costs hundreds or thousands of dollars per day, plus editing time. And so for stores that are testing multiple products or needing to regularly update their content, this becomes a major bottleneck in the business, and your course is going to directly solve this problem. The third info product idea is an AI designer course. This basically revolves around you going super deep and all in on this AI image gen stuff right now and get really good at it. And then you can start to help other people be able to upskill into AI creative tools like you, and then be able to take those skills and go and do freelancing as well. Over the next few years, there's going to be a huge need for people upskilling as they lose their jobs. People start to get squeezed and the demand for them to upskill increases. They will start to scramble to be able to pick up new AI skills as fast as possible. And so what you'll be selling with this course is, instead of spending years learning traditional design skills, you can create a program that teaches people how to leverage these AI design tools and start a design career immediately. This is just like how people are becoming developers without necessarily knowing how to code through things like Lovable, Bolt, and the whole vibe coding revolution. The same will now happen with design thanks to tools like ChatGPT 4o's image generation. And I know it may seem crazy that you, as someone who's not a design person, learning this stuff and then teaching other people how to be these quasi-design people, but these are the kind of opportunities that appear, and you just need to be bold enough to go and do it. You don't need a degree to be an AI designer. Figure out how to use these tools. Here's how to do interior design with it, logo design with it, web design with it. Once you can do a bunch of these things, like we've already gone over in the earlier services, you are an expert in that tool. You are better than like 99.9% of people on how to use it. You can all do that right now if you just dive all in on learning these and figuring out how to do cool things with it. Once you have that information, you're saying, I know how to do all of these things. You can go and sell that and teach that to other people. If I saw a course that was like master AI design with this new image model, I'd be like, sure, 200, 300, 500 bucks, take my money. I'd love to learn all these techniques so I can use it in my personal life and I can apply it to my business and have a new AI creative skill. You kind of need to turn your brain off and just go for it. And finally, we have AI motion graphics courses. So as I said before, this motion graphics stuff is crazy valuable and highly in demand. So if you learn it for yourself and then teach others how to do it as well, and you can easily make $50,000 to $100,000 through course sales if you're quick and if you can market yourself effectively. You can sell these motion graphics courses to individuals wanting to get into it and do it as a freelancer, or you can sell it directly to people like myself and YouTubers with a creative team and who maybe want to upskill as fast as possible and be able to create motion graphics for their own videos. By teaching people this skill, you're essentially giving them a six-figure skill that they can start to monetize immediately. And finally, getting into the last category, which is AI automation agency offers. So if you're new to the channel or have been living under a rock, the hottest thing in the online business world right now is the AI automation agency model, or AAA. It's pretty simple in concept. You sell AI services to businesses like AI education and training and upskilling, AI consulting, and of course, actual AI implementation and development. The difference from those businesses that we've already covered is that you actually build teams around you in order to run things instead of you having to do all the work. So it's a proper business and agency model where it's you and you have a team of people under you to do the work. So I discovered and kind of named this model back in May of 2023 when, through my own agency, Morningside AI, we realized that we could use no-code chatbot builders and automation tools like Zapier and Make in order to build and sell AI systems without touching a line of code. We'd been doing it all custom code with sort of traditional development. So when we started delivering with no-code and low-code tools, this light bulb moment led to us coining the term AI automation agency, and I started sharing what we're learning on YouTube. And people early on thought that I was crazy. I was just another guy selling pipe dreams about this low-code stuff, but fast forward 2 years and now everyone from Mark Cuban to Kevin O'Leary and even all your favorite YouTubers are now shouting from the rooftops about how selling AI services to small and medium-sized businesses is exactly what they would be doing right now if they were starting again. I've been all in on this for nearly 2 years now and it has completely changed my life. So let's run through two of the biggest opportunities for AI automation agency offers that I see using this new technology so that it can do the same for you. So the first category is what I'll call transformation visualization systems. These are systems that use AI to show visual transformations, like previewing a new haircut or room renovation before it actually happens. And this is extremely valuable to a business and their customers. And selling these kinds of narrow systems is what's known as a niched AI automation agency, where you focus on one specific industry, setting up these visualization systems for different clients. And each one of these systems can earn you $5,000 to $10,000 or more. So here are some examples of ones that you can build. Firstly, real estate visualization. You can create AI systems for showing renovated room previews using this new technology. A member of my accelerator, Gabriele Catalano, built a chatbot for a renovation company that allows website visitors to chat to this chatbot, then upload a photo of their room, describe how they want it to be renovated and changed, and within seconds, get back an image showing the final result. So he's been selling the system for 6,000 euros. Here's the screenshots that he sent over. So whether you sell this as a lead generation tool like Gabriele, or for use in creating client proposals, seeing the end result can really help to get people over the line. Building these kind of systems is actually a lot easier than you think, and no-code tools can do most of the work for you, which I'll be covering in the full guide that I'm going to share at the end of this video. Another kind of business you can sell these packages to is auto shops. This exact same concept of showing them the final result can be applied to vehicles. We're upgrading one of the cars that we have here, and it's been very difficult for us to figure out how we want it to look. And we want to see, okay, what does it look like with these wheels? What does it look like in this color? What does it look like with this body kit on? Being able to do this for clients could be a hugely valuable thing that you can sell to high-end garages, working with clients who really want to see the final result before they move forward. Another super obvious one is plastic surgery previews, helping patients to visualize the results before committing to procedures. This is going to reduce their consultation time and dramatically increase conversion rates because, I mean, out of anything that anyone was ever going to pay for, the one thing they would most likely want to see what the end result looks like is if they got a new nose or new lips or other parts of their body. So being able to visualize this transformation for these plastic surgery clients could be an extremely lucrative opportunity if you can get these image models to do it for you. Another super obvious one where there's probably hundreds of thousands of businesses to sell to is barbers and salons. Allowing customers to be able to see different hairstyles on themselves before making changes is something that I think all of us would love to do, but we've never even thought of doing it, right? Particularly for, say, women who are getting all of their hair recolored or different cuts. It's a big deal for a woman to chop off this much hair, right? The salon, who can make this buying process a lot easier for people by sort of quelling those nerves of what they're going to look like afterwards, are going to be able to acquire a lot more customers. Another transformation offer would be virtual try-on solutions for e-commerce. And of course, some of the big brands have already done this with like 3D kind of VR thing to see what it looks like on you. But the average Joe e-commerce store doing a few $100,000 or even a million or more a month, being able to offer these kinds of virtual try-ons where you can say, hey, I want to see what I look like in this, and they upload a photo of themselves and it puts the jacket on and it styles it for them. Being able to visualize that end result is going to drastically increase the conversion rates. And if you can get it well, it's also going to reduce the returns rates because they know what they're going to get. So basically, customers who can visualize products on themselves are going to tend to spend more per order. And these systems aren't just going to create images, they're basically creating buying confidence by eliminating the imagination gap when buying online. When customers can see the end result, they're much more likely to commit to the purchase. And as I said, in the free guide that's going to come with this video, I'll break down how you can create these kinds of systems with no-code tools so that you can create a prototype to try to sell it yourself. And finally, the other big opportunity for AI automation agencies, aside from these transformation offers, is what we can call a generative AI creative agency. This is another form of a niched AI automation agency where you focus on delivering rapid AI-generated creative assets for marketing. You can think of it as a next generation creative agency or design agency, but instead of traditional designers in these lengthy production cycles, you're building internal AI systems that allow you to generate quality images on demand and even videos as well. So similar to the logo and web design services we talked about before, but you do it as an agency where you're having multiple clients and retainers. You can even throw in AI video generation with Sora or Runway to make your services even more valuable. And the systems that you build will allow you to offer lightning fast turnaround times for everything from social media content to full brand packages as well. And there are already people in my community who are moving on this kind of opportunity for generative AI creatives, like Matteo Trapella, whose AI automation agency Agora has been positioned as a generative AI creative studio, where he has been selling these kind of services for $1,000 to $2,000 per month. And here's some of the screenshots he sent over. The beauty of this model is really in its scalability, because these traditional agencies you're going up against might take weeks and charge premium rates for their campaigns and for the content they provide. Your AI systems, when you dial them in right, can deliver professional quality content in days at competitive prices while being able to maintain excellent profit margins, because you're not having to use designers. You're building systems and you press a button, it takes in some input and it's going to spit out, like I said, 100 or even 1,000 different options. And all your job is to do is to get a designer or yourself to go through and pick the best ones and say, hey, look, this is what we're going to send over. Alrighty, that was a lot to get through. I hope it all stuck. And if not, go back and watch it again. Regardless of what stage of your life you're in, whatever goals or aspirations you may have, I can promise you that there is something in the AI space for everyone. It is so diverse, and this, what I'm talking about now, is just one little part of it. You don't need to be some expert coder to get into AI. We have AI that can literally write software for you right now. We have no-code tools, which many developers prefer over actual coding in most use cases. We have insane image and video generation models where all you have to do is figure out how to write some good instructions. There has never been a better time to be alive. There has never been a better time to start a business and become an entrepreneur. Diving into the AI space with no degree and no qualifications 2 years ago has been by far the most exciting and the most financially rewarding chapter of my career thus far. So I've given you the info now, and now you need to take action. While these fertile plains are still empty, each of you can become an AI image generation expert, because this model has just leveled the playing field. We've jumped up so far that we're all starting from square one and learning how to use this again. So learn it, teach it, build with it, sell it, and change your life with it, basically. So my free guide on how to start each of these businesses will be the first link in the description as promised. Included in that are going to be the tools and softwares that I'd recommend you using if you want to do any of the business models that we've talked about today. And if you've made it this far and enjoyed, like and subscribe and all that. If you want to see more content like this about building businesses, making money, and becoming the best version of yourself with AI, then this is the channel to subscribe to, because that's what I talk about here. And if you want to watch something else, you can click up here to watch another banger from me that's covering the 8 AI skills that will separate the winners from the losers in 2025. But aside from that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.